And as you can see right here, you see them little lights? Those are probably Australia. Cause you know, little lights and all that stuff. And now we're getting the footage of the camera.
Just to recap, the crew module, the Orion crew module, separated from the European service module about 14 and a half minutes ago, right on target as it was planned, and a short raise maneuver, a 16-second firing of Orion's thrusters, oriented the vehicle, raising it just a tad so that its heat shield was at the proper orientation in the direction of travel, to begin entry interface in about 5 minutes at an altitude of 400,000 feet above the Earth.
So
Orion is making its way south to north across the Pacific Ocean. Currently traveling at 23,000 miles an hour.
So like a race maneuver is basically, you'll see one of my KSP videos. When we re-enter the Earth's atmosphere, I use the RCS.
We're about 5 minutes away from entering the first of the 2 blackout periods, which will last about 4 minutes and 48 seconds.
See, you know, like when I do that, then I reorientate. That's kind of what Orion did. That probably was a race maneuver. I don't really know.
A journey that began with the power of the launch of the Space Launch System 25 and a half days ago, about to reach its final minutes in the searing heat of re-entry, where temperatures around Orion will build up to 5,000 degrees Fahrenheit. Just under 4 minutes until entry interface.
I think it tastes good. Eating honey.
Once again, at entry interface, which we will reach about 3 minutes from now, Orion will be at an altitude of 400,000 feet, traveling just under 25,000 miles an hour, with a range to splashdown of 3,659 statute miles. Within seconds after reaching entry interface, we'll begin the first of the 2 blackout periods that will last just under 5 minutes, about 4 minutes and 48 seconds.
I wasn't here. Bro, the Earth is gonna explode after when Artemis touch it. Let me zoom in now to see the actual numbers. It's still increasing.
And here's the ground track for Orion.
Oh no!
As it passes well to the west of South America.
This right here.
We're just
this
1 minute
and
44
right
seconds
here,
away from entry interface.
like this
Moving
area,
from south to north,
that's Brazil.
to its splashdown target west
We
of Baja,
do not want to
California.
go there. This area up here, kind of like the Amazonian rainforest. I'm pretty sure right here is when we're gonna go ahead and enter the atmosphere. Ew, but nice windows though. Talk about for the person whoever making this who have windows. That's actually pretty nice, not gonna lie. What apps do he have? Yeah, Firefox.
Just 1 minute away from entry interface.
1 minute away. And my clock says 7 minutes.
In this view from the cabin camera, looking out of the upper hatch of Orion, you can see the limb of the Earth. We're going to be losing all of the data here shortly once we enter into the Earth's atmosphere and begin the first of the 2 blackout periods.
Blackout. But can you believe it's been 1 year ago today? I mean, not 1 year ago, 50 years ago.
Standing by for entry interface and the first of the 2 blackout periods.
But it's kind of cool that 50 years to this day, Apollo 17, the last Apollo mission, landed on the moon. I mean, not the last Apollo mission, but you know, the last, what you call it?
We are now in the entry phase.
I see the flames.
Entry interface has begun.
Flashing. But it landed on the moon, and
entry interface at
now, this
400,000
time,
feet. Orion traveling just
we're
under
returning.
25,000 miles an hour.
Wow, it's burning. Imagine, ooh, now we lost connection.
We've gone into the first blackout period. This is a visualization based on what should be happening at the moment, where the temperatures around the heat shield are reaching about 5,000 degrees Fahrenheit. This is the moment of truth for Orion.
Miles per hour is still going up. And I'm American,
We should be coming out of this first blackout period just under 4 minutes from now.
And I'm American, so I do know miles per hour. And that is fast. It's 46 miles.
Orion should be traveling about 23,326 miles an hour at the moment. Range to splashdown, 3,125 statute miles.
Hopefully it doesn't go ahead and explode.
Again, this is a visualization of what should be happening with Orion at the moment, although we are in a blackout period that should end about 3 minutes and 15 seconds from now. Once we emerge from this first blackout period, we'll conduct the skip entry maneuver that will further dissipate heat and energy and begin a very, very dramatic reduction in the velocity of Orion as it approaches its splashdown site.
Let's just hope this thing is still alive.
Clocks here in mission control showing the sequence of events yet to come. The first blackout period to end about 2 minutes and 18 seconds from now. The second of the 2 blackout periods would begin about 6 minutes from now for about 7 minutes, followed by the jettisoning of the forward bay cover. That will begin the sequence of the deployment of the parachutes. First, a pair of drogue chutes, 3 pilot parachutes that will then pull 3 main parachutes to begin the final moments of Orion's descent back to its splashdown in the Pacific Ocean.
Come on, come back. We can do this. Come on, let's see.
minute to go until we come out of this first blackout period. When we emerge from this first blackout period, we'll be at an altitude of 274,000 feet, traveling just under 17,000 miles an hour with a range to splashdown of 2,000 statute miles.
I don't know what that means, but I know what miles means.
Standing by for a reacquisition of signal.
Imagine if it exploded. That would be so sad. Man. Oh yeah, we played the Colts last week. Why is that man? See that man right there? Right there. Why does he look like he's taking video of something? Is this supposed to be an epic prank or? Please don't let it be. The dog just be straight up sad.
And we have data from Orion.
Data.
Orion out of the blackout period.
Yes! Yes!
Flight Dynamics reports
Yes!
that Orion is right on the money, coming right down the pike. A good view out of the cabin camera, looking out of the upper hatch of Orion.
Timer. But yes! It came out the blackout period.
We should be performing the skip entry maneuver momentarily. Good communications established with Orion.
Oh, and it lost the contact again.
The second blackout period to begin about 2 minutes from now.
Did it just begin, or? Or what happened? Okay, it's fine. I think maybe that's just. Oh yeah, but he is recording right there. That man right there.
Orion is at the apogee of the skip entry maneuver, beginning the second in a series of role reversals, again banking maneuvers to bleed off excess inertia and to dissipate heat around the spacecraft. The start of the second blackout period, about 1 minute and 13 seconds from now, will come at an altitude of 270,000 feet, with Orion traveling about 16,400 miles an hour, range to splashdown less than 1,000 miles. Coming up on the start of the second blackout period.
Yeah.
should be in that second blackout period right now. Orion approaching a velocity of 20 times the speed of sound. If all goes as planned, we should be out of the blackout period with a solid lockup on the vehicle at 11:31 and 46 seconds a.m. Central Time. This is Mission Control Houston, the airborne WB-57, one of the airborne assets to track Orion's return to Earth, has visual acquisition of the vehicle. We should be coming out of this second and final blackout about 30 seconds from now. And helos flying off the deck of the USS Portland now have a visual acquisition of Orion as well. At an altitude of 174,000 feet, traveling 12,600 miles an hour, range to splashdown 288 statute miles.
Number one. Here we see it.
This view on the deck of the USS Portland. And there is a view out of the cabin camera of Orion as it continues a series of role reversals. We have data back from the spacecraft. Flight Dynamics reports Orion straight and narrow on a true course toward its splashdown site. Forward bay covered jettisoning less than 3.5 minutes from now. 150,000 feet off the ocean. Orion now traveling at Mach 10.
Ma, you want to see it? That's Orion.
Orion's speed now down to Mach 6.
That is Orion right there.
2 minutes until forward bay covered jettisoning. Orion 100,000 feet now.
This is happening on the West Coast.
Spacecraft about to go subsonic.
And we are getting footage from inside of Orion.
"45 seconds until forward bay cover jettisoning. Orion now at 50,000 feet. Forward bay cover jettisoning pyros are armed. "25,000 feet.
Parachutes deploy.
Drogues have been deployed.
Look like two red eyes.
Two good drogue shoots reported by the recovery team out in the Pacific. The descent rate is right on the money. Orion's velocity now down to 282 miles an hour. Range to splashdown 1.5 miles.
It was at 25,000.
10,000 feet now.
And main parachutes are deployed.
And we're on mains. 5,000 feet.
Come on, you can do this.
Reefing in progress.
It looked like it is deployed. And yes, it is deployed. And
three good main shoots for Orion.
yep, very good.
We have three fully inflated main shoots. Time to splash down 90 seconds. Perfect descent rate reported.
Looks like it's going through some clouds.
And there it is, high over the Pacific, America's new ticket to ride to the moon and beyond now in view. Orion under its chutes descending towards splashdown.
If you want, you can go. I can show this to you later.
Orion in the perfect orientation for splashdown, just seconds away. 1,000 feet. Good descent rate. .500 feet. Splashdown. From Tranquility Base to Taurus Littrow to the tranquil waters of the Pacific, the latest chapter of NASA's journey to the moon comes to a close. Orion, back on Earth. Unofficial splashdown time, 11:40 and 30 seconds a.m. Central Time. And a mission elapsed time of 25 days, 10 hours, 54 minutes, 50 seconds. That's unofficial. Splashing down off the coast of Baja, California.
And splashdown. I was just
Crew
waiting.
module uprighting system now being inflated for
Wait, is it sinking?
the bags currently being inflated.
Okay, well I had to. Well, the reason why I did say it splashed down earlier was because I needed to make sure it was okay because it's not done till.
And we have a report that Orion is stable one, upright, the way it should be.
Yep, it's not done till they say that. So, and splashdown, and we are successfully there. And it is a proud moment for America and for our rest of the colleagues.
Once again,
around the world.
splashdown occurring at 11:40 a.m. Central Time, 9:40 a.m. Pacific Time, west of Baja, California, after a textbook entry for the Orion spacecraft bringing its 25-and-a-half-day mission to an end.
And 12:40 for us on the East Coast. This is a very great moment for all of the Americans and all of our colleagues around the world in spaceflight. Anything else? Oh, splashdown. Very good. Let's see how the chat reacting. Roll. Well, this is very good.
Orion's recovery beacon is on. We have confirmation that 4 out of the 5 crew module uprighting system bags have fully inflated, standing by for word on the 5th one. But Orion is in great shape. Stable one, just in the orientation that had been expected.
Okay, so should I go ahead and just continue till it's on that boat or not? I think I'm just gonna end it right here. Thank you so much for watching, and this is a very good moment for humankind, for us to get back to the moon. And by the way, just another reminder, this was like 50 years to the day that we went ahead and the last Apollo mission, the last Apollo manned mission landed on the moon, because
This is Mission Control Houston. Once again, the Orion spacecraft, having completed a journey of 1.4 million miles, bobbing gently in the Pacific Ocean. 4 out of its 5 crew module uprighting system bags have been deployed. We're standing by for word on the 5th. However, irrespectful of that, it is in stable 1 configuration, in good shape according to the recovery team.
And of course,
and we are now receiving word that all 5 of the crew module uprighting system bags are fully inflated. So that's exactly what we had hoped for. Orion safely bobbing up and down in the Pacific Ocean.
Well, GG's. But what I was talking about with the Apollo, the last Apollo mission was like it launched. Oh, I thought there was like another one. Talk about like, okay, so this was the last Apollo mission, but the last Saturn V mission was like with what you call it, Skylab or something. So yeah, but thank you very much for watching, and we watched a very good piece of history, and there goes the boat. I feel like we should have stopped it right there, but there was the boat. It just flew past. Well, thank you very much for watching, and goodbye. Wait, how do I end this? You know what? I'm not gonna end it like that. Thank you very much for watching a very good piece of history, and goodbye to everyone who worked on this. Thanks. I really want to congratulate everybody who worked on this. Everybody who was proud of this, who who had any way related with it. The engineers, the pilots, the mechanics, and all that other stuff. The Europeans for helping us out with the European space module. And thank you for everyone who helped with the Artemis 1 mission, and goodbye.